are the makers of the movie, I don't really care about the writers because that doesn't really matter, but like the director and the stars, are they aware that there's people like you and I? Are they in on the joke, I guess is what I'm saying, about how absurd it is? Or does Vin Diesel show up to set and think he's making like Daniel Day-Lewis cinema?
I don't know.
Or is he like a cool dude who's like, this is fucking ridiculous, I'm all in, this is fucking funny? Like, I have no read on Vin Diesel.
No, none at all. I don't either, because I was like thinking when they still had The Rock in it or Dwayne Johnson in it before he branched off because him and Diesel don't get along because they hate each other.
No, it's actually apparently Tyrese who doesn't like
It's Tyrese
The Rock.
also, but
yeah.
They respect each other, but it's not like the whole family thing you get with everybody else. Family. It's...
Because that makes a big difference. It makes a big difference if Vin Diesel is aware that what they're doing is so absurd at this point. But I always thought he was like kind of like a lug, like, like a dope. But he might be like a funny dude who's this is hilarious. Like, we are making the most absurd movie.
Like, what's the dude from the 90210 show that did all the Sharknadoes? Like,
yes.
he knows.
Ian
Ziering. That's
Ian
right.
Ziering.
He knows that. Like, first of all, he knows that he's really not that good of an actor, and then on top of it, he's doing really bad movies. But hey, man, they're paying bills, and you're loving them. You're watching.
Because when you're young, it's really easy to like. When you're young, everyone's a douchebag. This guy's a fucking door. Like, I didn't appreciate Vin Diesel, but as I get older, I'm like, maybe he's found his niche, and I kind of dig it.
He's not a stupid guy. He's actually business wise, he's actually pretty.
He made $20 million for like the second Fast and the Furious. Like, with inflation, that movie came out in 2002.
He didn't make the second one.
Or
he didn't come back until like 4 or 5.
Whatever one he did when they brought him back.
Yeah.
That was like a big deal, and like that's like that was like Tom Cruise money.
He made even more than that because the only way he would come back is if they gave him the rights to Riddick. So he owns the Riddick franchise.
Oh, that's
the Pitch Black.
Pitch Black, okay.
So he owns that now because he came back to Fast and Furious. And while that second movie he didn't make money off the second one. But when he made the third one, which was just Riddick, I think.
I don't know. I've never seen those.
It was like pure profit for him because he owned the character. He everything with it. So he mortgaged his house to finish making the movie, and then pretty much it was all just profit for him. But so he got rights to a character which they're going to make a fourth movie from. Plus, he got $20 million.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
it really is, because at that time when he was getting that money, that money was reserved for Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, and then Vin Diesel, who's, pretty one-dimensional compared to the guys we just mentioned.
Yeah,
like. That's fucking amazing to get paid that money for. Now, here's the thing, though. Before we even get into the movie, it's like, I'm going to go watch it because you and we all like the art of bad movies.
Yeah.
Like, I watched that trailer, and I was like, just take my money now. Like, just take it.
I got to see it.
Yeah. But then I want to go there to be with the fans who genuinely appreciate it.
They're not in on the joke.
They're not in on the joke. But isn't that weird? That dynamic is weird that we'd all be in the same room enjoying the same thing on different levels, but all having a good time.
Yep.
It's fucking weird.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Now,
like
that trailer
going and watching Rambo. Me and Craig went and watched Rambo, and
hey, don't make fun of Rambo.
But I genuinely like Rambo.
Right, but we knew like that it was going to be over the top absurd.
Yeah.
And we watched it, and we were laughing, and people were like going, "Oh, they're mortified by all the violence," and we're laughing about.
There's an art to bad movies where like you've all seen Samurai Cop.
I have.
Okay, Samurai Cop is a bad movie, and it's fucking great. The second one, it's horrible, and it's not a good.
It's not good horrible
because they threw in like porn stars and made it sci-fi, and it just, I don't know. When you're aware that the movie is hokey and you're in on the joke, sometimes it's not a good thing.
No, I agree.
And that's why I'm very curious about the Fast and the Furious, if they think they're making a legit good movie or they know that they're making a movie that in 30 years would be essentially Samurai Cop.
I think they're doing the John Carpenter thing with Escape from L.A. They know it's over the top and ridiculous. I really think that.
Samurai Cop.
That's a really good example.
But
honestly.
the difference is John Carpenter made, in on the joke, Escape from L.A. for $20 million. He made a good bad movie for $20 million. This is a $200 million movie that they're doing the same thing with.
But these movies make bank.
Oh, it's going to make $1 billion.
And we talk about this though, if Part 10 does not go to outer space, it's a fucking waste.
I was not sure
waste.
about that because we talked about that.
Yeah.
Where the guy said, and I'm like, I don't think they'll ever do it. But there's a part in this trailer where Charlize Theron swoops in with her stealth bomber,
Stealth fighter with no oxygen mask on.
and picks up the Mustang with the magnet thing and the
Yes.
and I'm like, they're gonna go to space. This is gonna happen.
Before we talk even more about that, so the people that jumped in that car that got caught by the magnet,
That was John Cena, yeah.
yeah, but that person, that they were not looking to commit suicide when they jumped off that cliff.
They knew.
that clearly was not going to make it to the other side.
Yeah.
Like that's the best part about that.
They knew that she was gonna swoop in and get him.
And her hair in that trailer,
It's the worst.
Charlize Theron's hair is so bad. It's like kind of like a Gary Oldman Fifth Element thing going on.
It is
a little bit.
It's like Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder. That's exactly what it is. I couldn't think of it until
I
just
want to
now.
talk to the manager.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
but even more.
but
like,
more the next part right after.